I used to be on probation, and there was a dude that was like a G.I. Joe dude that failed the police test, but his assistant was a good-looking woman. Like, she was kind of cute. If I was 30, she was like 38. Nobody talked to her in Boulder because she had like a wooden leg. Like, her leg was kind of like she had like that little limp. But you could tell the bitch had game. Like, she could suck a cock. I would look in the eyes and I could tell this bitch is deadly. But nobody talks to her because of the fucking wooden leg. Or whatever the fuck she's got. She got shot in Vietnam. I didn't know what happened. I figured out how to fuck with the piss test. But with me, they had mirrors around me. They couldn't figure out what I was doing. So they sent her in. So before I would go in, I'd fucking do a half a jerk in the car and get my dick nice and big.
Yeah.
And then I'd sprinkle it the fucking...
pool cleaner?
The pool cleaner. Or the fucking,
doesn't sting your dick, the pool cleaner?
I got scars. I got little holes into my dick and Drano.
Yeah.
I would grind it up. I would fucking put it under my dick and then pull the skin back and it would fall into the piss test and zap it. But before I would piss, I would take the hammer out and show it to her. Like, what do you think? What do you think? There's something nice. And she would look at it and look around the room. And not like I knew I was going to end up sleeping with her or swapping spirit with her because I flirt with her. Nobody talked to the woman because she had a fucked up leg. So I'm off probation. I'm delivering Chinese food and I'm slinging coke at the same time at the Chinese restaurant. So I would have you call the Chinese restaurant and say, "Can I talk to Joey? Yeah, what's up? Oh, you want egg drop soup? Whatever." The cocaine would be hidden under the egg drop soup so that if I got in trouble, the Chinese people got in trouble. I didn't put it in the bag. This was when I was out already, out of prison. One night I knock on the door and who answers the door? It's her. And she goes, "Oh my God, it's so great to see you. How have you been?" And I go, "It's great to see you." Man, I gave her a hug and I put the Chinese down and she goes, "What are you doing with your life?" I go, "I'm getting divorced, but I got into stand-up comedy and I'm trying to deliver food to make a living." And she's like, "Oh, that's so sweet. You and her broke up? Oh, you must need a hug." And as I started hugging her, we started swapping spit. And I touched a little monkey, and I could feel nobody had even touched a monkey in like 10 years. Steam started coming up. And I started fingering that motherfucker like a savage. I put it down slowly, and I pop her pants. I take her tit out. She's got one big fucking tit. I'm sucking her tits. And I'm making out with her. I'm fingering at the same time. So while I'm fingering her, I take her pants down, but I go, I don't want to see what the other leg is. So I took the leg off of the good leg, and I left the fucking bad leg covered because I don't want to know what it is. If she's got like a pole under there, one of those fucked up feet. So I picked up her fucking legs and I started eating her pussy. The clit fucking was huge. I'm sucking on it like a piece of bubble gum. I look up at her and she's like this, Christine, like with her mouth open. I go, now's the time to put the helmet in that fucking mouth. So I switched up. I started two-finger Louie her, and I went around her, and I put that fucking hammer in her mouth, and she didn't know what to do. She was like, and at that time, I was trying to fucking lift weights and shit, so I wasn't jerking off, because somebody told me not to jerk off, that your protein, I was retarded, dog. You know, I'm retarded. And when I came in the mouth, it was one of those loads, Christine, that don't stop. You ever have one of those things?
I know, Christine.
And you're sucking it with your eyes closed, and then after a minute, you open it up, because you're like, when is this going to stop? And I could look at her swallowing it, and it was endless. It was fucking endless. It was just a load of death. It was like a month and a half of not coming. There was Valium in there and Xanax and fucking
Well, it's
cocaine.
nice seeing you, Joey. Thanks for stopping by.
She looked at me. She started getting a little dizzy.
Oh, my God.
I was selling Valium at the time. I was taking like 100 milligrams of Valium a night. When I shot in her mouth to put her in a trance, she was glassy-eyed. She gave me a $3 tip, and I left, and I never saw her again. She must have ate that Chinese food and slept for a week.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
You got any dates coming up you want to
You can still
You got a Twitter
feel,
handle?
You
You
can
wanna
still
plug
feel what
that?
that nut felt like, I bet, right?
Oh, it was like a 3-minute nut.
But wait a minute, you didn't even bang her? You didn't put it in her vagine?
No.
Well, that's
the limitation of the pussy
it.
eating was tremendous.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I licked her ass.
Sorry, I blacked out at some point. I didn't
No,
listen
sure.
closely.
Once I shove my tongue in your ass, you black out. It's like you're 14 and your uncle's molesting you. You know. You just black out and let happen what's gonna happen anyway. The one thing that you get about me is I'll say fuck, but I will not fucking rob you. If I need something, I'll ask you like a man.
No, you're gonna go. Hey,
So go fuck yourself, you cunt.
hold on 1 second.
Take a joke, take a shuttle. Joey Diaz, Facebook, Twitter, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Big dicks in your ass.
Okay, that's enough. Get out of here. You're in trouble.
Make a deal. This is my
I'm the umpire. This is I'm throwing. All right. Listen.
Stay black, because that's the most important.
Okay. Hey, Joe.
He used to tie parachutes on his bags of cocaine. So if the cops came and he threw them out the window off the balcony, this is where it takes your mind. But anyway, that's a complete different story. Here I am with this 60-year-old Cuban with underwear on, nothing else, and a gun. Right? And he's walking around, and he's doing coke, and now he starts crawling, and he's running into a room, and he's doing blow. And I'm sitting there watching TV, and I'll never forget the song that was on. You know what the hot song was that week? Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan.
Yeah.
Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan, let me rock Chaka Khan. And I heard that. I heard that song over and over. I stayed with him for 4 hours while he's doing the best blow in Miami. And I'm sitting there like a fucking priest drinking fucking soda.
Really?
Eating sandwiches, and I'm dying inside. I'm dying to do this blow. And in the middle of all this, I hear, bah! The gun goes off, and he shoots himself in the foot. And I'm like about to faint from anxiety and debt. And his kid comes in and his wife. And they're like, what happened? And I'm like, he shot himself. I'm like, that's the 3rd time in 2 years. Look at his fucking foot. He shot himself in the ankle. It was fucking crazy. And the cops came. They already knew. Oh, what'd you do, muñeco? You shot yourself again. Jesus Christ. When are you going to stop doing that shit? They fucking took it. It was like another day in Miami.
Jesus
and I'm
Christ.
like, oh, my God. Now I don't have a ride. Now I got to take a fucking $80 cab ride. Hold on. Let me go get a wine glass. Yeah. Just give me the fucking glass. I got to wait. Just pour the fucking wine in there. What's the difference? Well, the wine glass, the aromatic. Listen. Shut the fuck up before I smack you. Just give me the fucking wine.
Yeah.
He would always come down with wine glasses. It would piss me the fuck off to no end. And the girls would be impressed. Oh, my God, shut the fuck up. Drink the wine. Just shut the fuck up. Drink the fucking wine, you know? Like, I'm one of those guys. I don't like no drama. And the people I grew up, I remember one time going out to dinner with my friends. I'll never forget this. I still talk to them. The Holloways. Roger had just graduated high school, the craziest family I grew up with.
Yeah.
Dad was a bookie. Mom worked in the city on a ship, for a shipping company. And it's his 18th. We just graduated high school. And he took us to a fancy restaurant. And I'll never forget, the guy comes over with the thing in front of him.
Yeah.
Mr. Holloway says, can I get a bottle of wine? The guy comes over with the thing in front of him. And he takes the bottle. And he pours a little. And he tastes it first. I'll never forget, in high school. My friend looked, he goes, just give me the fucking wine. The guy's face turned pale.
Really?
Like, just give me the wine. I don't want no show.
Yeah.
You don't have to taste it. You don't have to do nothing. Just take a fucking hike. Give me the wine. Like, we all froze at the table.
Oh.
Like, I grew up with people like that. Like, one time we were at a buffet, and some fat chick was eating ribs, and I kept looking at my friend Roger. And he was eating, but he kept looking at her. And he would look at it, and he would get mad, and he'd look at it. Finally, I saw him put the fork down, and he threw the napkin down. He went up to the chicken. He goes, let me ask you a question. Because she kept eating all the spare ribs. There was this place that gave you half a spare rib.
Yeah.
And she was taking all of them, and she was dipping her fat little fingers in the spare ribs and putting them back.
Oh.
And my friend, like 2 weeks after the incident with the fucking wine guy,
Yeah.
he went up to this chicken, and he goes, let me ask you a question. Before you eat that wing, before you eat that rib, do me a favor. Go to the bathroom, look at your ass, and ask yourself, do I really need this rib? I flew on the flight afterwards, and I had fucking a bag.
I knew an F word was coming.
With I had a little bag of reefer in my fucking...
No, you didn't.
I do. Well, this is a conspiracy thing. This is just to show you how hard the airport people are working with their fucking x-ray machine. Now, I had it in a baggie, and I put it under my left nut.
No, okay, we're not telling this story. That's
yes,
enough.
No. Yes, for freedom of speech, I'll call Obama right now, motherfucker. They said, we're going to put you through the x-ray machine. I'm standing there sweating bullets. with this baggie under my fucking left
that's
nut.
enough.
Because
Stop.
my left nut's bigger than the right nut because I'm a righty.
Stop.
People don't know that. I thought I had cancer for a couple of weeks. You know, the opposite hand is
It's like
always bigger than
Satan is in
nut.
the control room.
Listen to me. So I'm standing with my legs open with this weed stinking.
You're like Rodney Dangerfield.
Listen, stop fucking Rodney. I had this weed that was stinking up a storm, not to mention my balls. I'm sweating now because I'm going to go to jail tonight. And all of a sudden the guy goes, he's clear. And he shook my hand. I'm like, my taxpayers are hard at work. Work to me is you got to do something. You ever meet somebody that don't do nothing? You ever meet somebody that don't do nothing? They don't do nothing. They don't date. They don't do drugs. They don't play checkers. They don't do nothing. How long do you like those people for? You don't. I like people a little bit of edge to them. They got to do something. If you tell me I don't like alcoholics, but I love heroin, I'm in. If you tell me you suck toes for breakfast, I'm in. You got to do something. The energy concept of it. I am suffering so much inside, and I have so much anxiety inside. I got two options.
You unleash it.
I could either go up there and go, ah, 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 or do my comedy.
Yeah.
So how does my comedy come out? Like if I'm yelling, I take that mic, wow, wow, and I got it fucking, I'm going.
Sock him
There's
right in the
no
mouth.
measuring with
No,
me.
you sock him right in the mouth.
You know, he's measuring. They love it when the audience boos.
you're
That's when you
Anthony
know you're
Rumble
doing your
Johnson.
job.
No,
I'm at the comedy store. I'm following 8 beasts, and I got 3 beasts behind me. I told him the other day, I don't go to the comedy store to be the best comic. I go to the comedy store to be remembered. You know, my wife is at work. My wife is one of those people that job is 8 to 5. That's on paper. In her world, it's 7 till when the job gets done.
Right.
You know, my wife is one of those people that, you know, you took a job.
Yeah.
You took it for $10 an hour. You got to do the work.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, quit.
Yeah.
But why you make a commitment? They're Americans.
Yeah.
They're people that my wife had no days off. In 10 years as an accountant, she never took a sick day, never took a personal day. She took 3 hours one time when I was doing coke because I got like an 18 grand check, and she wanted to make sure the check made it to the bank and not to my coke dealer's house. It was one of the biggest checks I ever got for a residual. She left. She took a train. You know, when my wife had the baby.
Seriously?
Yeah. Like my wife said, I'll be there in 5 minutes to help you cash that check and to put it in the proper. That was the only time in 10 years at the Walt Disney Center. When we were shooting a student film, Christine, in 1998, I smacked your ass. Give me a break. You're going to ruin my life because I smacked your ass. Even though you had hot pants on and we're talking about how hot your friends say your ass is. How many times have you gone through a set and people are acting fucking totally fucking wrong?
Yeah.
Even the women are acting totally wrong. You know, so that's what's pissing me off about what's going on lately. We all fucking change.
Yeah.
15 years ago, who the fuck knows? Would I have taken my dick out in front of Christine and whacked off? No. But would Christine wait to see if I've ejaculated? No. Christine would have left. Who sits around and waits for cum to come all over your stomach and for you to sit there?
Christina wouldn't have waited.
Fuck no. Christina would have kicked me in the stomach and ran out of there.
Yeah.
Somebody calls me and says, hey, call, God forbid, Tom Segura. His dad passed away. I give it a day. I call him like I usually do. Tom, I love you. I'm sorry about your dad. And then I'll just drop like, what are we getting in the will? You know what I'm saying? Is it going to your fucking creepy sister? Or are we getting... You know, what do we... And people usually go, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
Thank you for making me laugh.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Nobody has the balls to call and insult me. Like, I'll call people and go, you got a brother? What do you want to do? You want to light him on fire so he gets nothing? Nobody else can test the will. And they'll die of laughter. They're like, don't push me because I hate that motherfucker as it is. And for 5 minutes, I just made their day. Christ almighty, you see what I'm fucking saying? Get up, cocksuckers. Salute the flag. Get up, everybody, get up. It's Memorial Day weekend. I'm sure you had a grandpa who killed a Japanese person. I'm sure you had an uncle who stabbed a Puerto Rican in the heart. Something. Get up. It's not about potato salads and cheeseburgers, you fucks. It's about being a fucking American, a state of mind. You don't need to be born in America to be an American. You just need to get up in the morning, grab your balls, and look at the flag, and look at Jesus and say, you know what? I got this, cocksuckers. I don't need no fucking welfare check. I'm a savage. All I need is a fucking knife, a spear, and I don't even know what I need.